Welcome back. New polling showing conservatives have a slight edge in the upcoming midterms. 39% saying they'll vote Republican, 38% voting Democrat. So as Republicans continue to rise and with CPAC kicking off today, can they get the momentum they need to carry into midterms? Here now to weigh in is a spokesperson for the RNC and the author of the new book, The New American Revolution, Kayleigh McEnany. Thank you for joining us this morning, Kayleigh. You just saw the numbers, a 1% difference there. What do you think?
This is a huge deal, Julian, because we've closed the gap. There was initially a gap. Democrats were leading in the generic ballot. They're not anymore. But that being said, I want to put that aside because I don't put much stock in the generic ballot and polling in general, because if we believe polling, then it'd be President Clinton, not President Trump. You know, I look at what's coming into the RNC, the grassroots donations, the small donations. 98% of our direct contributions have been small donations. And by the way, we're having a record-breaking year in fundraising, more than we've ever raised in a non-presidential year. So it's a great time to be a Republican.
Let's talk about the gun control debate, because that certainly has the entire country captivated right now. And I know that's going to be a big conversation over the upcoming days at CPAC. What do you think we're going to hear?
Yeah, you know, we need common sense solutions. I looked at the president's listening session yesterday, which was phenomenal. And, you know, we heard common sense and we heard a dialogue. We heard a civil dialogue. That's the kind of conversation that our lawmakers need to be having, putting politics aside, putting partisanship aside, and asking what works. And this president has taken an extraordinary step, saying, yes, let's look at background checks. Yes, let's potentially look at the age of owning some of these weapons. You know, that's an extraordinary step for a Republican president. It's time for Democrats to come to the table with some ideas, too, on mental health, and let's get this solved.
So what else do you want to hear from President Trump at CPAC?
Well, President Trump, we're going to hear a lot, and I think we're going to hear highlights of what his conservative agenda has been, because, you know, as Matt Schlapp just mentioned on your program, you know, President Trump didn't come to CPAC initially. He wasn't, you know, welcome necessarily, but President Trump's governed like a conservative, and this movement, he has captured this party. He has captured this movement. He's going to highlight things like Neil Gorsuch. He's going to highlight big achievements like tax cuts. This is a conservative president and one of the best we've had in many, many decades.
Look, there are some people in this country, and I would say a lot of people in this country right now, that are kind of in the middle between, you know, I don't know who I want to vote for. I don't know what side I'm going to be on. What do you think can be said from the Republican Party in the next few days to get those people who right now are on the fence?
Yeah, Julian, well, those people on the fence, I think they're going to start coming over. We've already seen it in our internal polling at the RNC. I can tell you in our battleground states, people support tax cuts by a margin of 8%. That is huge. That's astronomical. People are seeing their paychecks grow. And as we move forward into tax season, people are going to be extraordinarily encouraged that this is the party and this is the president, President Trump, that will make them better off in the future.
Kayleigh McEnany, thank you very much for joining us this morning. We appreciate it.